Hey, hey, hi. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. How are you guys doing? Happy Memorial Day, America. Come on in. Let's have this conversation. If you're joining from Facebook, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section. And if you're on YouTube, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share as well, and don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. So, how are you doing? It feels like Saturday, right? But unfortunately, it's a Monday. And I know a lot of people are asking why is Oyoyo here. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. Welcome. All right, guys, come on in. Let's have this conversation. Thank you, Scholastica. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Wow. Big Korra, international Korra. Big Korra went for a carnival this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. And it became a big deal for most people, for the morally conscious Nigerians and the likes who made themselves God and judge at the same time. It did not sit well with a lot of people. It did not sit well at all with a lot of people. Wow, we'll be talking about that and how Nancy is defending her sister no matter what, and how the backlash of Cora's outfit and her dance, made Cora to start blocking people on her what is it called, Facebook Live. Guys, all of these and many more we'll be talking about today. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Hi, Joanne. Happy holidays. Yes, we are. I'm really having a swell time today. No, nothing cracking my brain at all. No reading of any kind, no studying of anything, no researching of anything. It's just me and my good self all day long. So we'll be talking about that. And I do have a question here that I'll be putting out. And I also expect to, if you have any answer to it, I want to hear your opinion. Growing up those days, there is this British program that we used to watch. It's called, I think the title of the program was Some Mothers Do Have Them. The story of Spencer, I think that's his name. Some mothers do have them. And again, I find it very difficult to understand human beings and why they are so judgmental and why they are so self-righteous when it concerns another person, or when it concerns a certain thing, they are automatically self-righteous. And again, why would it be that Nancy has to always come and state her stand and defend her sister at every instance? They expect so much from Nancy. They expect Nancy to baby Korra as though Korra is still a child. The last time I checked, Nancy has only 2 children. The last time I checked. And sincerely speaking, those are the people Nancy has absolute control to dictate what they wear, how they talk, where they go, what they eat, especially now they are still children. But the society pounced on Nancy because of Korra's dress, because of Korra's dance. And I watched Nancy's video. I was like, I really feel bad that she has to always come to say something, always come to defend herself, defend her sister, justify, defend her family. I feel so bad because not only did people come out for Korra, each time Korra does something and it did not go well with them, they also trigger it down to Nancy, Korra's sister. I know you'll be wondering who is Nancy. I'm making reference to Nancy Umeh, Korra's elder sister. Nancy came on her live stream to tell the public that you can't expect an adult to change or to live based on your decision, based on the way you live, based on your own ideas about life. And beside that, her sister is an artist. She is an artist. She is a dancer. She's a performer. She was paid to come and perform for the carnival, and she went. She's an artist. She has to earn income. Haven't people been praying for Korra to get bookings? People have been praying for Korra to get bookings, been praying for her to have deals. And now one called on and she beckoned, it became a very big problem for most people, to the point that they had to go tell Nancy, I am ashamed. Yeah, thank God you're not my family member. There were so many things they said to Nancy on Instagram. They were sending her DMs, calling her out that she should be ashamed right now that her sister was doing this, that. Again, this sister you're talking about is a full-grown woman, is a mother that foots her bill. She hasn't come to ask anybody, please, oh, my rent is due, my mortgage is due. Can you send me mortgage money? She's been doing all these things by herself, taking care of her responsibility. And suddenly she went for an event that she was even paid to come and perform. You expect Nancy to baby her, to dictate to her how to dress. Why do people expect so much from Nancy? Why? Why? Why do people expect Nancy to dictate to Korra how Korra should live? And, in the course of explaining what happened, Nancy now told everybody that Korra has been dressing like this for the past 13 years. So it's not even because Korra met Justin. It's not even because Korra came to America. So she has been dressing, dancing for the past 13 years. And you don't expect her to change overnight because you feel she should change. An adult, I've said it in, different videos, different live streams. An adult doesn't make that kind of change. And it takes something very strong or significant for an adult to change. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay, my family came into where I am to ask a question. Please do me a favor, like this live stream, share and invite your friends. Let's have this conversation together. And also, don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section. So, if Korra has been dancing, dressing like this for the past 13 years, so her dressing didn't just start because she's now living in America, not because she met Mr. Korra Obidi. She's been doing this dance. And if you read Korra Obidi's book, Korra is Life, you'll be able to understand that she's been doing this for a long time. And they expect Nancy, the part that pains me most is that whenever they see Korra doing something, they will go to Nancy to like query her why. If Nancy is older than Korra, maybe 3 years or thereabout. So tell me, let me use myself as an example because we have to drive this point home. I live over 6,000 kilometer away, or 6,000 miles rather, 6,000 miles away, 6,000 miles, yes, away from my family members. The closest family member I have here lives in California, which is still very far. The other one lives in Atlanta, still very far. Okay? I'm talking about my siblings. So if I do something bad in my state, or not even something bad, if I do something I feel that was good for me, okay, something I like, but they don't like it, then people will go and start querying my sisters or querying my siblings that they should be ashamed of themselves right now. Guys, I don't even know when people should learn how to mind their business. I don't know how they will learn when to draw the line. I'm going to give another practical example. Two sisters, grown adults living in their husbands' places, right? And then they have their understanding or way of life entirely different. Let's assume one decided to change to Islam, the other one is Christian, and they're doing something is working for them in their individual families, right? Then the one that is a Christian will now come and be questioning the sister, why did you change to Islam? Or why did you marry a Muslim? It's her choice. It's what she wants to do. And then if people see her that she has now converted, they will like be questioning you. You should be ashamed of yourself allowing your sister to marry a Muslim man. No, let's just look at it that way. Why I'm saying this, people should leave Nancy alone. Korra is a full-grown adult. And Nancy went on saying, Korra will change her dress sense when she wants to change it. Nobody is going to stop it. Okay, let me take you guys backward. Let's see the first time Korra started dressing funny, dressing the way she's dressing now, maybe the very first year. Of course, their father will frown at it and say, why are you like this? And then she will come up with the thing, this is how I want to be dressed. Is there a problem? Definitely. The family must have tried to talk Korra out of it at the beginning age until they realize that you can't stop this girl. She has taken this road. She wants to be an artist. She's a performer. She's a dancer. Allow her to do her thing. Do you people think that they did not try to discourage her when she started dancing? Definitely they did. Go and read Korra book. You'll be able to understand when she started doing this her dance, how challenging it was for her family. So for anybody looking down, maybe 15 years or 13 years, not that she's been dressing like this for 13 years. So 13 years after, is now the public that will force her to change her way of life, her lifestyle. What her father couldn't, her sister, her siblings. Think again. Think again. And to be honest with you, I don't think there is any reason to come and start explaining anything. You don't have to explain to anybody. I know in our primitive society, in our primitive community, let me be very honest with you. If anybody in my village, I'm not talking about the city in Lagos or city in Port Harcourt, you can't even say Enugu. Enugu is still, with this kind of dressing, Enugu is still very backward. I only mentioned two cities, Port Harcourt and Lagos. I'm not even, Abuja is a no-go area. But let me even take it to my own remote village, right? Let's assume Korra is from my village and somebody in the village, right, saw Korra with that outfit and dressing. They would make sure they remove my mother from Christian Mothers Association. To tell you guys how bad these people, our culture is very, very stringent. They will make sure they call a meeting. I remember growing up those days. Then when we come for Christmas celebration in the village, then we'll come with our trousers. We were small, we wear trousers. Then the people in the village will telling us, hey, that we are lucky that we can wear trousers and nobody's bothering us. We're like, what is there in wearing trousers? Then they will now say that the women in the village banned young girls from wearing trousers. That was when I was a teenager. So, guys, this thing did not start today. Sorry, guys. Hey, Joy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, what am I saying? When I was growing up, when I was a teenager, so when that was, we start asking our mother, what's going on? That why are they not saying that when they see us? There was a particular woman. This man will always make remarks, and she was the one that carried it on her shoulders and made sure that young girls were banned from wearing trousers, whether it's jeans or whether it's short or. So that is how primitive our villages could be. But that was when I was growing up. At the time, there was no cell phone. When I was a teenager, no. Cell phone came when I was in the university. Okay. So imagine the situation, what it would have been for if assuming Korra's mom were to be alive and she lives in the village, of course they will look at it as something abnormal, that a woman should not open her leg, a woman should sit like this, a woman should conform. It's always about how a woman should do things, what a woman should not do, what a woman should do. That's what it has always been. If you date back to the history of America, you find those stories, those history too. Those days, women used to wear long dresses in robes covering everywhere. But what is going on? This is 2024. 2024. It's no longer when I was a teenager. And even when I was a teenager, they made that rule for the girls in my village. Remember, I'm still a member of that because it's my hometown. But when we go for Christmas or go for Easter or New Year festival, it's easier for you to run for masquerade with your pants on. But no, girls in the village were banned from wearing trousers. That was growing up. So imagine if any of those girls in the village, that let's assume Korra was a daughter from somebody in the village, that's how they will be looking at her. Can you imagine? They will call a meeting for the mother, and then they will advise her, we give you 1 week for you to talk to your daughter. If she continues to do like this, they are going to ban you from either Christian Women Association or women meeting or whatever. But that was then. I don't know if these rules and whatever are still in practice right now. Remember, I said this is 2024. At that time, internet was very few people that have access to the internet. And again, I remember when social media was becoming a big deal in Nigeria. You know, it was this time with Yahoo Mail. Everybody had Yahoo Mail and all of that. But now, so far you have a phone, you have access to Facebook, you have access to Instagram, you have access to internet. If you have a smartphone, it's easier. The world is no longer what it used to be. In those days in Nigeria, you see a dictatorship that is the president of the country, but you dare not say that that person is ruling you guys bad. The army will come and get you, and they will discipline you like a corporal in the army. But not today. Fast forward to 2023. The current president of Nigeria said that he went to social media. He nearly had a heart attack, that his BP went shoom. And since that day, he cut off from social media. Why was the Bola Ahmed's BP going up high? Because of what the social media people were saying about him. He couldn't handle it. So remember, in the past, what it would have been, they would have arrested all of those people and make sure they get their deserved punishment. But the world has changed. That's what he's telling us. You can be in your home and be a keyboard warrior and air your opinion, air your views. They can even insult you on top, fine. But the thing is, if you put yourself out there on social media, definitely be ready for what? For anything that comes with it. And Korra knows that part very well. And that was one of the things that made her marry an Oyibo man. Thinking this person will understand my art, will understand my craft more than my people. Because my people will look at it as I'm being wayward while I'm trying to earn a living. But this other person, these other people, because they are Westerners, they are more civilized, they will understand my art, my craft, and know that I'm a dancer, I'm a performer, I'm an artist. That was one of the things that formed her decision in marrying this man that she married. I have another question to ask. Assuming Korra and her ex did not divorce, they were not, in this kind of situation right now, do you think they would have still referred to Nancy, that Nancy should be ashamed of herself? Because it would have been this man, Korra's ex, Mr. Korra Obidi, going to this carnival with Korra. Do you think they wouldn't still reach out to Nancy? Of course they will still reach out to Nancy, because we always want to appear to be saints. Why? Behind closed doors, you'll be very surprised what people do. Most of these people coming to tell Nancy all manner of things. Check them out on Friday night in the club. Check them out on Saturday night. Check them out on Sunday. Most of them are not close to being righteous. Most of them stand on the streets of the popular Akuna street in Nigeria. Most of them are dating pastors. Most of them are dating married men. But because nobody sees those in public, they feel they have more righteous stand than Korra. That's why they were very quick to judge, quick to condemn her, quick to call her names, and have the audacity to look for Nancy's page, to be DMing Nancy, telling her that she should be ashamed of her sister. That they are so grateful they are not, that Korra is not a member of their family. But in the night, or even in the day, they will be booking in hotels and dating married men. Most of those ladies dragging Korra. Most of them are dating pastors, the so-called righteous men of God. The thing I will take home from what Nancy said, I like the way she came to say something. There was something she said that made a lot of sense. Nancy said, why won't she be proud of her sister? That her sister is an artist, is a performer, is a dancer. She's a professional, that she was called for a job. She went for a job, and that was what her sister did. That the only time she will not be proud of her sister would be if her sister was caught stealing, or maybe her sister deleted somebody or committed a crime. That's when she will say she won't be proud of her sister. But in terms of her going to perform at the carnival, that she's beating her chest, she's proud of her sister. So I want to hear your opinion. What do you guys think? If you were in Nancy's shoes, how will you defend Korra Carnival journey? If you were in Nancy's shoes, how will you defend it? What will you say about what Nancy said? All right, let me read comments. Scholastica said, Nancy said that Korra started dancing right when she was small. Yes, she started dancing when she was small, and for the past 13 years, she's been dressing the way she's been dressing right now. Joanne said, time changes. We are living in a different era now. Absolutely. I cannot agree less with that. Yes, they are doing it on the down low. Why Korra is an open book. Exactly. Exactly. And then let me also say something here, because I remember when Nicki Minaj, Cardi B started from the street club before she became very popular rapper and all of that. They will want to have Cardi B. They want to marry Cardi B, marry Nicki Minaj, all these men, the so-called. But because Cardi and Nicki are Americans, right? Or from America, they won't see anything wrong with the way Nicki dresses or how she dances on the pole and everything. But if an African, especially our Nigerian people that are more righteous than the Pope, holier than Mary, they will be admiring Nicki. But if you swap it to be an African or a Nigerian doing what Nicki or what Cardi B does, they will frown at it. They will come after you. They will. Then ask me, what kind of lifestyle is that? If you don't like something, stand by it. Don't like it. Whether it's coming from Nicki, Cardi, or Korra, just don't like it because you don't like it. It's not only good when it's Nicki or Cardi B, but when it's Korra, it becomes an Umeh. If you don't like that lifestyle, don't like everything about, don't even listen to their music. Because if you don't like their lifestyle, why are you listening to their music? Why? Anyway, I will do the same thing that Nancy is doing. Absolutely. I like the way Nancy put it. Nancy said, the only time I will not be proud of my sister is if she had committed an offense or a crime. That will be the only thing. So what it means that Nancy is saying that her sister went for a job, and the job is to earn income. She's taking care of herself. And she answered the call, and she was paid for her appearance. And honestly speaking, think about it. You'd have made yourself the moral judge. You'd have made yourself the cultural, what will I call it? The custodian of culture. Think about it. How is your own life? How? I might not like how Korra dresses. Definitely, I will not dress like that. But that doesn't mean I should say she's a hoe, or she's what, or she's that, because of the way she dresses. Think about it. Think deeply about it. So, and honestly speaking, people should start knowing when to draw the line. If you are, saying that what Korra did is completely not allowable, right? Completely something that is abominable, let it stop at Korra's page. Stop looking for their relatives to come and question them for their adult sister's behavior. Let me ask again, okay? I want to move my leg, guys. Let me ask again. If you have a brother who beats his wife, right, at any slightest provocation, can somebody come and hold you responsible for your brother's action? They can only say if at all they will, because nobody will want to say anything. And all of this is coming because of the way Mr. Korra Obidi has pushed the narrative. So there is so much hatred towards Korra than love. But those that love her, they love her with all their heart. And again, our people are still not exposed. I have to say it, and I want to admit it on behalf of our people. I want to admit it. You see, Nikki is from Trinidad and Tobago. Likewise, Caddy. Caddy is from the island, so I don't know if it's Dominican Republic. I don't know where. Then Rihanna is from Barbados, so they're island people. So it's nothing to them. That's their way of life. Let me say something. In America, right? In the summer, people wear bomb shorts. You'll be seeing their butt cheeks on bomb shorts. They wear it to class. Yes, university students, even young people in the secondary school, they wear it to school. So to them, it's not nothing. I could remember the first year of living in America. It was really challenging for me, my first year, because I would see people come to Walmart or supermarket, grocery shopping with their pajamas. I was like, what is going on here? I had to adjust to that lifestyle, because where I came from, okay, when I was new, you have to dress well before you go for grocery shopping. In America, they don't care. An American person will wear a suit and wear tennis. They don't give 2 cents. And now in Florida right now, in California, because the heat is already coming up, the weather is warming up, they wear bomb shorts. Not this one. This one you'll be seeing everything. And some people will just be wearing spaghetti and be walking down the street. In Brazil, it's the same thing. They can wear their tongue and be walking the street. They don't care. Some people don't even wear clothes. They will just be going bare and walking. Who cares? So are you now going to say that all of those people, what is going to happen to them? Let God be this judge. If you're a Christian, the Bible says, thou shalt not judge. You should not make yourself, a judge before God. Things have changed, and things are seriously changing every day. But no, if Korra does something that is not in tune with them, they are coming to do what? To question the sister and to tell the sister that she should be ashamed of her sister. Her sister is nothing but an embarrassment. Her sister is nothing but a disgrace, blah, 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 blah. All right, let me read more comments and we'll continue. I don't understand why they are still going to Korra's page and watch her. When you hate someone, block her, stop watching her video. Exactly. The next thing they will tell you that they did not watch her, they watch it from the bloggers. They saw it in the bloggers page. That's the next difference they will say. Timmy, how are you? How are you? Thank you for joining me today. Timmy said Korra is an entertainer and that is her job. I will not condemn her. I am in healthcare profession. I do not dress like that because of my profession. Exactly. Let me give you guys example. When I was in school in Nigeria, I studied law. So every day we're either wearing black, white, or gray, or navy blue. Not navy blue that is bright, navy blue that is deep navy blue. So imagine your dress code. Your closet is white, black, navy blue, black, white, navy blue, or gray. So that formed my dress code for the 5 years I did law school in Nigeria. I studied law. By the time I came out from law school, it's still black, white, every day, black, white, black, white. So your whole closet is as dark as whatever you can think of. If you open your closet, there is no bright color in your closet. When I started working in the bank, the first thing I did was to buy a bright suit. That was the first thing I did. I tried to buy bright suit. I went away from black because I have enough of black already. And that has formed my way of dressing even till today. If I go to buy clothes, it's based on that representation because it's habit I've formed over the years. I can't be going to meet a commissioner dressed as if I'm going to the beach. I can't be going for a law conference dressed as if I'm going to the beach. But if I'm invited to a carnival, of course, I will be allowed to wear whatever I want to wear. That is the whole essence of a carnival. It's a fun place to be. It's an activity where people of like minds, they gather together to have fun, dance, make merry. And this thing they did, this outburst on social media, especially by Nigerians, is going to make me to watch out for Nigerian Carnival coming up in December. Let me take closer look of how they dress, because they still wear all those feathers flying to the heavens and all of those. I want to really see how they cover their body wearing those. And remember, they still invite people from Jamaica, people from the Caribbeans to come and join them in that carnival. And those people will come dressing just similar like Korra did. It's no offense. But if he's a Nigerian that dresses like that, hey, your child don't spoil finish. Why did you allow your sister? Why did you allow your child? Blah, 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 blah. If you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to live that lifestyle. Leave those that, chosen that path or that career to go doing their thing. You can't be a doctor and at the same time be a traffic warden. You can only be one place at a time. So let the person that controls the traffic handle the traffic while you go to the hospital and handle the surgery. And again, if you don't like this Korra, unfollow her or kukuma block her so that Facebook will not suggest her page to you. Instagram will not suggest her page to you. These are simple things you can do. Very simple. If somebody calls me on a phone and I mistakenly answer the person, I realize it's not somebody I know. Guess what? I will block that number so that next time that person will never reach me. Very simple. Life could be this easy. But I've talked about trolls before. They are keyboard warriors. They attend to your video, your comment, whatever you share on social media with the temperament they have at the time. If the person was having a bad day and your video or your content, comes on their feed, they are going to pour that bad day, that anger, that negative anger on the comment section. They're going to pour it there so that when you read it, you become as miserable as they are. So think about it. All right. Joanne said, that's right with us. So we who are not artists, we dress according to how we want to be addressed according to our profession. Exactly. Exactly. But the thing is, people should stop referring to Nancy about Korra. The next thing now, they will start referring to her father. I think Nancy made a mistake by, she said she put out a comment in that video that Korra shared, and come and see all the manner of insults she got. If you don't like a thing, just scroll and pass. Just scroll and pass. There was this artist I loved her song growing up, Don't Cry for Me Argentina. She was a very talented singer. She was a music performer. I love, but there was a history behind that woman. I'm going to read that history again. I can't remember because the last time I read it, it should be over 10 years ago. I love those songs to the point I had to research about the singer to know a lot about the singer. So I think her name is it Joe Vita or something Vita. The title of the song is Don't Cry for Me Argentina. I will research about the woman. I will come and share her life history, the lifestyle she had, and probably the reason why she made that song, Don't Cry for Me Argentina. People have their parts to toy, they have their cross to carry, they have their journey to make. Let them be. Let them be. When I looked at, I had a live stream this morning, and Joy David came in to say, only everybody we are waiting for her ex-husband to react. Let me even go to Facebook because I was waiting too, because the guy, he always tried to insert himself in whatever that is happening around Korra. We saw how it happened when the London attack happened, how he started saying it was it was staged, and then other things that happened, he comes out immediately. So people were waiting to hear from him today, and unfortunately, or rather fortunate for him, he didn't say anything. He only made a comment 21 hours ago, yesterday, the loudest rarely represent the majority. And then he now started asking people to send forth the videos. So people were expecting him to come and sit down the way he usually would sit down and start discussing everything. But this time around, he respected himself. He did not. He only put out a post, which you can read meaning and interpret it the way you want. But the thing is this: you can't be you and be me. I can only be a yo-yo. I can't be a yo-yo and be Korra. I can only dictate for my life how I want to live, how I want to dress, and how I want you to address me. I can't dictate that for Korra. It's not in my place to come and say, Korra, you should not wear this, you should do this. When Nancy was saying all of those things, I really feel her pain. She said, you're still following Korra. You've already judged her that she's not parenting well. She doesn't cook for her children. She doesn't do this. She doesn't carry them well. She doesn't bathe them well. She doesn't know how to dress. She doesn't rub cream on her body. She doesn't look good. She's this, and you're still following her. Unfollow now. Unfollow and blocked. Block the person. Unfollow and block. Is that simple? But no. Why are they always making reference to Nancy? Why? When I watched Nancy's video, she put out a very short one today. She talked about it again today. To tell you that the kind of comments she has received so far based on that carnival is not some. She was saying that she really thank God that she doesn't have a messenger app. That imagine if she had messenger on her phone, they would have blasted her with messages on her messenger from Facebook. So people reaching out to her, they were making those comments on her DM on Instagram. Why? Why? Anyway, Joanne said, of course, when judgment day comes, we'll have to pay for our own sins. Absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, how we don't know how that day is going to be, but let me even assume, okay? let's assume that the judgment day is just right now. So Juan is going to stand on the row, Scholar will stand on the row, Temi will stand on the row, and I will stand on the row. And then our video, our computer, live computer will just be displayed. And then Korra will stand on, on her row too. Then maybe by the time the angels are playing our videos, they will now say, they will show your picture or my picture of me wearing turtleneck like this, but my life behind the turtleneck will be as worse as I don't even want to picture it, but just imagine it. On the judgment day, let's assume that we all lined up and they are playing and then I never really truly love my neighbor, which is number one commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. I never did when I was alive. I never cared for people around me. I never loved or respected my parents. I never took care of my parents. I never cared for, for the needy. And my heart was not even righteous, because if you're holding grudges, you're not close to being righteous. If you're there antagonizing people, your heart is bitter to be antagonizing people. So you can imagine the process. And then those carefree people might even have the genuineness of heart. And then when they display your own, display my own, and display Korra's own, what if Korra gets into heaven before all of us? Let's think about it. It's not because we are all covering up and then looking decent. That doesn't guarantee that one is going to heaven. I'm just being honest. All right, let me even see. I haven't seen that movie. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina is based on a true event. Yes, it is a true event of is it Jovita? Oh, I read about that lady. I watched the movie, but that was over 10 years ago. So I can't even remember how it all played out. And my daughter is not here. I would have asked her, because that one is very in tune with history. Let me see if I can pull it up. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. Okay, Madonna was the one that replayed it, but that wasn't Madonna. Madonna played the song, but I'm talking about the true person behind that story. Okay, let me see the original singer. Okay. Trying to get her name. Evita. Yeah, I was very close. Evita, that's the name. I'm going to go back to watch it again to get the true picture. Then I will come here and discuss it. Mr. Korra Obidi looking for evidence to sue Korra. Scholar, I saw that. I made a live stream. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. I think it was on Saturday that I talked about it. The guy is gathering evidence to sue Korra. And now ask the question: what happened to her gang? His WhatsApp? What happened to his WhatsApp gang? Is it that they are no longer together? Because they were the ones doing research for him. I remember hearing Miriam Awolo was saying that she was the one collecting all the videos of Korra with the children and all of that, filing all the CPA paperwork for Mr. Korra Obidi. So are they no longer helping him? All those women, have they deserted him for him to be soliciting for for evidences? I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. It's really possible. Doris, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Honestly, when we judge people based on their appearance, we have taken the position of God, and God said one thing: thou shalt not judge. That's what God said. But when we start judging people, we have taken position, dictating to them how they should live their life. The last time I checked, it's God that gave that commandment, not another human being. It's God that gave that commandment on what you should do, how you should respect your parents and honor them, how you should love your neighbor as yourself, and not to you dictating how you should live your life. I'm not telling you how to make your bed when you wake up in the morning, the kind of breakfast to give to your children, how to sweep and clean your house. Why should I tell you how to dress? For the fact I chose to dress modest and look responsible doesn't mean that should also reflect you. You do how you want to do. Yes, and that is the fact of life. We should be able to know, even if you don't like something, say, wow, this is, you walk past. Don't go looking for Nancy's DM to come and shame her because of her sister's sake. It's not right. Nancy only has authority and control over her children, and even our children. The moment they get to 18, that control is over. So for whatever you're building, you have to start when they are still small to build and mold them on how to dress. I've said here during summer period, you just be walking on the street. Sometimes I feel sorry for the men. You just be seeing everything you want to see. You don't even need to imagine anything because it's all there looking at you. But even at that, as a man living here, you still have to have control and self-discipline. You still do. Even people in middle schools, they wear bomb shorts to school, in public schools. We are not even talking about high school. We are not talking about universities. To each his own. If you know what works for you and your family, please go ahead and do it. All right, these people judging Korra are the ones doing the worst. Korra is doing her job. That's what is putting food on her table. That's what is giving her money to take care of her children. Exactly. No, they don't want Korra to get gigs so that she will come and be begging for money. And even when she begged, they will still not leave her alone. There is nothing Korra has ever put out on social media that they did not drag her. And where is the force coming from? It's coming from Mr. Korra Obidi. When the GoFund came, he started a campaign that is just to scam people. And people, his followers, ran with it. They ran with it. Okay, let's go back to the Caribbeans. Caribbeans were there. They invited her. They love her. That's how Korra dressed on that carnival was nothing far from what you see in Caribbean. It was nothing far from what you see. To them, it's nothing. But our African people, hey, we're claiming to like American lifestyle, but we are still way back, way behind. Way behind. I've told you how my village people would have reacted if they had, let's assume Korra is from my village. And I know the same thing is applicable to Korra's village because people are still backward. It's going to take us another 100 years to get to where other countries are. Or even more than, I'm not talking about economically. I'm talking about dress sense. It's going to take us another 100 years. The artists, when you see them, they dress like this. That's the art. They will tell you it's because the person is acting. That's why. But Korra's own, they still do not understand that this girl is an artist. They still do not understand that. Maybe they wanted her to wear a suit and pants to go for the carnival so that she can correctly suit their desires. Honestly, if you don't like carnival, don't watch. I remember we were watching a Notting Hill Carnival in England. I was like, whoa. You will scream because the kind of sizes, the kind of shapes, the kind of colors you're going to see, you'll be like, whoa. But it is what it is. It's called carnival. And nobody's saying anything. They will just look at it. Oh, Notting Hill Carnival. Everybody will pass. If he's in Brazil, they will that is so colorful, everybody will pass. But because it's Korra, and because Korra is from Nigeria, she could have covered up before going to that carnival. That's exactly what they will be saying. Yeah, she could have covered up. But like I said, for the fact that you don't like the dressing does not mean that she's still not a human being. Do not lose humanity because of our judgmental way of life. First of all, be humane to another. Treat each other with respect and love, regardless. Don't go over and doing judgment that God did not send you. Maybe we'll start calling you guys Assistant Jesus. Maybe that will suit you guys better. When you put out your profile and writing those comments, just change your profile to Assistant Jesus. So anybody reading your comments will know that Christ has sent you. All right. That hatred is because Korra is doing well after the divorce. Honestly, you're so right. Assuming Korra is begging, assuming Korra is on the streets, assuming Korra is still squatting somewhere, maybe people will, they will still come after her. They will say it serves you right. Instead of you to sit in your marriage, the man said, I'm divorcing you, and yeah, you now went and filed for divorce. That's what they would have still said. There is nothing you do to this world that you get them right. My people said in our local dialect, Ade Emeto Wama is even somebody's name. Some parents, give their daughters that name. Emetam. You can never please the world. If Korra wasn't this successful, thriving after her divorce, let's assume she's squatting, she's begging, she doesn't have anything going for her, they will still bounce back. Are you the only one the man told I'm divorcing and then they did not divorce? Why didn't you make it work? Why didn't you stay there? Even if he's giving you basbos, even if he's giving you black or black eye every night, why didn't you make it work? What people will still be say that. They will still come and judge her in that way. Blaming her because the man said, hey, it's your bad behavior that made the man say I'm divorcing you. It's always the woman's problem. You're supposed to make your marriage work. You're not supposed to run even when your life is in danger. Caribbeans were very happy for her. Exactly, they were. Not even 100 years, I think it's forever. Joy said he's going to take Africa, especially Nigeria, forever to get to civilization. And Joy, you know what baffles me here? When you go to their Instagram pages, you think they're already in America, or they're already in Western world, or they're already, living the life and feeling high. But the moment they see something that looks like that Western world coming from their own person, oh, it becomes repulsive immediately. Why should you dress like that? Why? They were seeing your whole body. They were seeing your nakedness. They were doing this, doing that, doing that. Korra at this point doesn't care about her body anymore. If you think there's anything to hide anymore, she doesn't give 2 cents. I think people should start adjusting. They should really, really start adjusting, honestly. A scholar said, some are even wishing her dead. Are you serious? I don't understand that kind of wow. To that extent, that is extreme. Why would you do that? Because she doesn't conform to your own way of life? See, I'm not, when I watched Nancy today saying that Korra has been dressing like that for 13 years, I'm not even looking forward to Korra changing her way of dressing in the next 5 years. That completely changed everything for me, because what I was thinking, I'm giving Korra another 2 years. By the time the daughter is 6, her mode of dressing will start changing. But hearing what I heard from Nancy, that Korra has been dressing like that since 13 years ago, I'm not seeing Korra change. This is the path she has carved for herself. And people should allow her, let her breathe. Let her breathe. It might not suit you, your way of life, your life ideologies, but that's the path she has carved for herself. I'm going to relate it back to us mothers and parents listening to me today. In the world we live in, a lot of things have changed and things will continue to change. I remember former minister in Nigeria, Donyo Kugbe, when the news that the son is now gay came on social media. Before it even came to social media, they've told the boy, you can never. The boy now made a post of how eventually the guy started adjusting. At this point, there is nothing else we can do. Their son is a grown adult, and if that's the path he has chosen for himself, so be it. So are you now expecting those people to disown their children because they chose a different path? If you're a mother, answer me because I want to know what to do. I remember it was 2 years ago. I met someone in an event and we started having conversation. She was like, yeah, that she doesn't really care if her daughter wakes up tomorrow and says she's now gay. It's up to her. I said, wow. She said, yes, that she's such a liberal minded because all these children, you can't force them to do what they don't want to do. I was like, wow. She said, yes. I've seen parents here. They cried, they prayed, they tried to use force, they used all manner of ways to stop their children from becoming gay. Did they succeed? They did not succeed. Are they coming around with their children? Certainly they will come around. Certainly they will come around. And that is life for you. So if Korra is dressing like this and is still being a big bother to you, what if you were to be Blessings, Amara, I think Amara's mother. Amara is a Nigerian lesbian lady that moved out of Nigeria to go join her lover in Canada. What if you were Amara's mother? I remember when Amara was given blue, black, and red by her parents. I don't know what happened. She went to visit them. That was how they locked her in a room and gave her the sounds of her life. Everything was put out there on social media. Go and ask Samara's mother how she feels. So for those that have now turned out to start embracing their children, knowing that they cannot stop them again because they are adults. They can't be stopped anymore. This is the path they have chosen. This is the path they want to go. Think about it. All right, Scholar said they should leave her alone. Korra is not a bad person. She's very open. She minds her business. She really does mind her business, honestly. They are all jealous of Korra. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I have 5. You see, Trinidad and Tobago, to them, is their way of life. They don't care. If you dress like that, it's no big deal. And look at the way they embrace her in the carnival. She fits in perfectly with them. Does that mean that everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, they're all going to hell? No. Does that mean all the Nigerians calling out Korra are going to heaven? No. Take it from me. Some of those people, their heart is as devilish as the devil is itself. But when you come and see them all dressed up, looking as if they're responsible, why their heart alone? What they are processing in their mind can even take somebody's life. What they are processing can yank off somebody from existence. But because they cover themselves, they appear to be righteous. Everything she does, they have to criticize. I remember in December time, when she do the giveaway, they still came out. I love the way she was always ignoring them. You see, they've been calling her that she doesn't give out, she doesn't support people, she doesn't promote people, she's always collecting. She went and did giveaway in December. They still came out for her. There is nothing Korra will do that will ever be pleasing. And it boils down because of the negative narrative the ex pushed out on social media. So those people that have he captured their mind thinking that Korra is now the bad dude or the bad guy. That's why they will keep on shoving it down her throat. Esther, thank you for being here. Joe, you're still awake. Yes, it's 4:33 p.m. my time. So, yeah, I'm still here. So think about it. There is nothing Korra will ever do that will be pleasing to people. When I listened to Nancy this afternoon, I really, really felt so bad. I really felt so bad. Nobody should be made to go through that. In all honesty, whenever your sister is out there, she does something that some group of persons in the public feel it did not suit them well, they will come after Nancy. Nobody should be meant to go through that. Nobody. Nobody. In all honesty, nobody should meant to go through that. I'm trying to get Nancy's video so that you guys can listen with me. Um, I really, really felt pain for her explaining herself. 5 minutes, I've been trying to take it out. It's not coming out, but I need to make this video once and for all. Yesterday, my sister had a performance at a carnival. She was paid and invited to perform. And somehow I made a comment on that post. I got a lot of interesting responses, but it trickled down to my DM, and it sadly resulted in people insulting me for my sister's choices, which includes the way she dresses, of course. You guys, for 13 years, this girl has been like this. We, as a family, we know her. We know that this is an adult. I know you believe that somehow she should be disowned, but we are not as useless and as wicked as your family. Okay? You are worried that she is still getting support despite the fact that she is dressing like that. And that is what I want to address today. You see, the people that brought religion to you, the people that took away our traditional, I mean, as Africans, you guys, this thing is so hypocritical. Your traditional wear is worse than what this girl wears. Like what we wear in the villages in Nigeria is actually that. But somehow, you have been colonized to the point that you believe that you need a suit in Africa, and anybody else that is not covered on the outside, they could be demons. Okay, let me say something here. I remember those days I think it was my first year in the university. There was a tribe in Taraba State of Nigeria that were discovered not to be wearing clothes. They still go naked. A tribe in Taraba State, that Taraba Adamawa. Then when civilization came to their place, they started wearing clothes. And again, there is a country that one day Maya traveled to. I can't remember the name of the country he traveled to. And a particular tribe in that country till today, one day Maya traveled there in 2022. As of 2022, they don't wear clothes. They don't. Their women still go with their boobies showing off and up and down. But when civilization got to Africa, people started covering up. Initially, they used to wear jigida or something very short just to cover the front for women. And it goes back to date with the Adam, when the biblical thing Adam said Adam covered herself and Eve covered herself. There was this children Bible story that showed how Eve used leaves to cover her boobs, and that was exactly what happened in most African countries when civilization started coming. When I talk about civilization, I'm talking about religion. When Christianity came to Africa, they started telling our people that our way of dressing is repulsive, is not good, and then our people started getting clothes from them, and that's how the issue of covering up started in Africa. So when Nancy talked about the religion they brought to you guys that took away our culture, she's not missing word. Those are the history that some people need to read. But they will tell you, yes, now we are no longer in those days. We are no longer in our great, and this thing wasn't just great grandparents. It was great grandparents. If America is slavery is over 200 years. So you can imagine before slavery came to Africa, that was the way people were dressing. And as of the time I was in the university, there was a tribe in Adamawa or Taraba, because they keep dividing Nigerian states. So I'm thinking strongly it could be Adamawa, that were recently discovered. Now they now wear clothes. They now cover themselves up. But a tribe in one of the African countries that one day might have visited, still they don't wear clothes. They just use some little fabric they can gather from plants or from leaves or whatever. They use it to cover themselves. It's still happening. It's still happening. Okay. Joe said there was even a small tribe in Abeokuta. I heard the history from my mom that before they don't usually wear clothes, but when people in the city visit them and start taking advantage of them, then they start covering up. You see, this one is Abeokuta. If this thing happened, that Joe's mom is passing down that history, it wouldn't have been a very long time. Abeokuta is just next to Lagos State. Oh. If the roads are good, within 15 minutes, you're in Abeokuta. Within 15 minutes, if the roads were good. Next to Lagos, Lagos is the most civilized state and city in the whole of Nigeria. I'm not talking about the ancient civilization of Ibadan. I'm talking about this dispensation of civilization is Lagos. Joy said, I live in Trinidad and Tobago for 10 years before moving to Canada. Some Nigerians are even some Nigerians there even participate in carnival. And to tell the truth, Korra is even good. Some wear thongs and no man has right to touch them. Dressing like that doesn't make them a shower. Joy said it all, guys. He said it all. He said it all. She said it all. Dressing like that doesn't make them a shower. Guys, if only we can understand this. If only we can see the heart of men, then we understand that most of these people calling Korra names, they are worst at night. Trust me. If you go to their DM, you will now see that they have sugar daddy. Maybe some of them have up to 20. But because they wear clothes, they think they are saints, they are saner, they are more, they are morally just because they wear clothes. Another person on YouTube did a live stream. I missed that live stream. I'll try and go and watch it. It was Uju. We just talked to her. She did a live stream where she titled it "Side Chicks Now Marrying Their Lover." Side chicks. Okay, what it means that the man was in a marriage and at the same time dating other women, and then before you knew what was going on, the woman becomes a wife. He went and paid bride price and married the woman. Now the question is, why was the man dating another woman? Another question, why was the lady dating a married man? But because they cover up and dress decently, they can pass to be righteous because you don't see their activities, you don't know what they do. But the moment a scorer passes you with her skimpy clothes, you say, "Hi, Ashawo." You start calling her names. But somebody who has broken a family just passed you and you did not call the person because the person wore something from head to toe covering up. God hasn't made us a judge. The last time I checked, we are still human beings, just barely existing by the grace and mercy of God. Chichi Rose, thank you for joining me today. Thank you. We are barely existing by the mercy of God. So we should stop condemning people, stop writing people out, stop calling people names. If you don't like what Korra wore, close your eyes. You don't have to watch it. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to call my kids, but nobody heard me. I don't even know where they are. Okay. As Scholar said, Korra is not a prostitute. Dressing like that doesn't mean that you're a prostitute. But okay, 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. I needed to drink water. Give it to your sister. So that is the truth, guys. For the fact that she dresses like that doesn't make her, you know, the lady of the night. No, it does not. She's an artist. Nigerians, leave her alone. Go with your moral self and judge yourself and let her be. Okay, the title of that live stream I said I mean side chicken becoming a norm. Let the marriage bed be undefiled. That's what the scripture says. But at the same time, these people are busy dating people's husband, cheating in their marriages, but because they cover up, it's all good and fine. And they, oh, if you need to go and watch Nancy's video. Honestly, I felt so bad for Nancy that she had to always come to do this video and say those things. I really feel, let me see if I can play it again. Honestly. 11 p.m. Who's there? Who is there? Good evening, guys. Happy Sunday. How did your day go? So, how does it feel to be Korra's family member? See, the only thing in this life that can make me ashamed of my family member is when my family member commits a crime. Okay? Something like, what's it called now? Maybe my family member steals from someone, or robs someone, or unalives someone, or rapes someone. And, like, stuff like that. That's the only reason a family member is supposed to be ashamed of another family member. But you see, there's something in Africa, and it's really sad, right? It's sad because there's this obsession with women's body and being able to control women's bodies. Okay. Yes, I believe that performance was out of this world. I am so proud of my sister. She is a performer. Like, a lot of people don't have that energy in this life, right? So I love my Caribbean people. Thank you for giving her the opportunity to display her talent. Thank you for everything. She is the brand, period. Okay? So all right, so that was Nancy Umeh, defending her sister, just like my title said, and she did a good job doing that. Honestly, you can only tell me if a family member commits crime or commits offense, or indulge in something very bad, then you can say that you don't have to be proud of the family member. But this is an artist, and but what really bothers me is that why are they always referencing Nancy? Why are they going to her DM to send her messages? It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna read some more comments. Joe said, "That's why I don't really give into all these church people, even though I idolize modesty. I cannot marry from church." Wow. So, cause the way you see them dress, you would think you got married to an angel. But wait a little while, you will see the real demon inside them. Joe, you be like, say they don't show you shaggy. You be like, say they don't show you shaggy, Joe. Okay, Esther said, Joe, you're right. But that doesn't stop you from marrying a church girl. No, Joe said no. It's but maybe you meet the person in place of work, you meet the person in social gathering. Because if you meet somebody in the church, okay, let me say one thing that happened to me. Well, I went for the first time I joined single fellowship in Nigeria. That was Trem, Trem Obanikoro. So I joined single fellowship, and they were going for an event at National Theatre. So what they did, they just, they were picking people to come out. So they picked me. I stood up, and they now said we should go and pick the guys. I was like, okay, I don't know anybody here. Today is my first day of joining. I've not even been registered fully as a member. So I was checking them out. I wasn't even looking at their faces. I was looking at their shoes and their belts. The belt somebody wore on the trouser. I was looking at the shoes and looking at the belt to know how I don't know how to say it. That was so eventually I picked someone. The person, so it happens that if you pick someone to come out, that person you picked is going to pay for your event. at the National Theatre. That was how the organizer of the thing did it. And there in church, everybody will all appear to be all righteous because, yeah, of course, that's how it should be. But Joe, what I'm giving you this instant, you should not be discouraged. You can still meet someone who is really a nice person from the church. Then for on that person I picked, we got talking. Eventually, I went to law school. 1 year passed. We never met again. We never talked again, and I didn't give anybody my phone number. Eventually, we met again in church because the church is not a very huge one. You definitely meet in meetings. We met again after I was after law school. I went for youth service. It was a long period before I came back to Lagos. Then when we met again, and oh, how are you? You haven't gotten married? Then he asked me the same question. You're still single. But eventually, I realized that this guy was dating somebody while he was in church doing single fellowship. I said, what is going on? And when I realized was even when I started working. So that was 3 years after. I now asked, were you dating this person at the time? He said, yes. I said, what were you doing there? It was for singles, not those that are already encumbered. The guy said, no, you have to keep looking. So I completely understand with Joe that you can't use because the person is a church girl. And at the same time, you will still find good ones from the church. So it's a two-way thing. There's always two sides to a coin. You have to be praying, you have to ask God for direction, and you have to open your eyes, ask the right questions to find out what that person is doing. And those days, I don't know about now, those days you cannot visit a single, you cannot visit as a single to go and visit another single. No, you only meet in church. That's what happened those days. But I don't know how they do it now. You can, even if you want to visit, you have to go with a sister from the church or a brother, two people. You don't go individually to visit. Esther, my mom is an evangelist and not just ordinary person in the church, but I told it to her face, I won't get married to the church or look for someone who is not putting attachment. Magagin, Joe. Joe said no. So Joe, because the person is wearing a cornrow and tying scarf is not good enough. The person, you don't want to marry somebody because the person doesn't wear an extension. That brings me to one message, one preacher. I had a preacher saying that message on social media. I didn't save it, and that was a few days ago. The preacher said that by his statement, he said that a lot of people will come after him for this message, but he has to say it. That when you're marrying a wife, marry someone that will be a church girl in the morning, but in the bedroom, the person will be a olosho in the bedroom. That was what a preacher said. I can't, trace that right now. I'm trying to see if I can, but let me see. I really wish I can. I know I saw it. I think it was Tunde Not or Linda Ikeji. That was days ago. I didn't save it, so tracing it now will be a little hard for me because of the rate these people are putting out messages out there. Aha, I found it. Okay, let's listen to it together.
I know I'm going to be stoned, but let me explain. Until you graduate from being a wife into a side chick, your husband will never stop cheating. Your boyfriend will never stop cheating. You must understand that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. You are not a wife because you are married. You are a wife because you are found. And you must understand that there are characteristics that side chicks have. Ask yourself a question. Why will a man leave his respectful wife and go and be with a side chick who don't respect him? Why will a man leave a woman who gives him peace and go and live with the side chicks that give him all the bills? Men love to be with women that makes them work. Women, let me give you a secret today. Men love women who makes them work because men are hunters.
Okay. So, guys, that's a pastor talking, okay?
Your attitude, I'm not saying you should be disrespectful. I'm not saying, but you need to have swag. You need to have that touch of a shower vibes, that touch of a prostitute vibes. Madam, if you don't grow from a wife into a side chick, have you ever seen a side chick meet the man that she's dating, whether a married man or whoever? She's always on point. She's always beautiful. She's always well dressed. She's always looking hot. She's always taking care of her body. She takes care of her weight. She takes care of her looks. Many wives miss this. Because you have 3, 4 children, doesn't mean you should scatter yourself like a goat. And I don't know tired of your look. Let me tell you something.
Guys, this is a pastor talking. When I listened to this, I said, which kind pastor is this one? Is this end time pastor that is telling the congregation, not just congregation, telling the whole world that being a wife is not enough? You have to be a wife at the same time be a side chick. You have to have a shower vibes. You have to do this. You have to do Guys, please, I don't want to start laughing. When I heard that, I was like, okay, okay. This age of internet, this age of social media, anybody can say anything. Anybody can come out and say anything, do anything. It's nobody's business. I guess that's the thing now. This generation, they don't care. They have, so far you have data, you can be able to browse, do whatever you want to do. So when I heard this man, he said, no man needs a wife. They need side chicks. So you have to have an shower vibe as a wife. You have to also dress well, do that, do that. I was saying it, I say, Oga, I don't know if this man is a married man. I don't know much about him. But to be honest with you, as a wife, you don't have that time to be putting makeup on yourself every now and then. To be honest with you, I don't have any single makeup on my face. I don't have foundation. The reason why I put on lipstick is for you to look as if, there's something different. I don't have any foundation on my face. I don't wear makeup to even work because I work from home. So I don't wear makeup from Monday to Friday, unless if I have to go to the office. I wore foundation yesterday because I went on an event, and I did the same on Saturday. So for 2 days in a row, I have serious layers of foundation on my face. And to clean it was tug of war for me. I'm not a very makeup person, but that's me. And then you tell me because I'm a wife, I should not just be a wife. I should be always dress up, put no makeup, look good, do that, do that. I am beautifully made the way I am. And if that man is not, if it's not enough for that man, the person never ready. When I look at Korra doing her live stream, Korra does live stream, whether midnight, early morning, wake up time. And this girl doesn't wear makeup. She's really a very beautiful woman. If you wake up in the morning and then turn on your camera and start doing live stream, and then be comfortable and confident in that, in the way you look, you're a beautiful woman. So sometimes when I see Korra in the morning, because I'm 2 hours ahead of her, so if I happen to go on my Facebook in the morning and I see her live trying to clean up, trying to dress her, I say Korra is a beautiful woman. A beautiful, beautiful woman. And to be honest with you, that her video that made round, that went viral on Saturday, the carnival video, I know her husband must have watched it 20 times. I know because the man was busy telling us Korra's body size, that Korra has done job on her body and all of that. So when you look at it, she's a beautiful woman. And for a married woman to always have pancake on your face, you're waking up, you're thinking about getting your children to school, getting them ready, getting the household ready, and then taking your own bath. And this pastor say you must always dress up, make up yourself, make sure your wig is on point, your body is on point, your this on point. I saw a guy, you never ready. I'm not sure this guy is a married man. I'm really, really not sure he's a married man. I'm not sure. I'm looking at that Korra's video. The carnival video made 1.4 million in one day. It went viral. Viral. People were talking about Korra, 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 Korra. Maybe this is her break is coming soon. Maybe someone from Hollywood will pick her up. Maybe a good label company will sign her and then see if they can produce. I really pray something comes, works for her. People don't know the kind of work people put through to be able to be recognized or even noticed in Hollywood. Is a lot of work. She's doing everything, within her means right now to get that recognition. She's doing it, and I'm not seeing her change her way of life. After listening to her sister's video today, I said, no, Korra is not going to change anytime soon. And the earlier all of us start adjusting to that, the better for us. Let's leave her to go her path and let her find peace with her God doing that. We shouldn't be judged and we shouldn't judge because nobody's judging us. We might be. I saw a video of an artist. I think his name is Sammy. You know, this guy came on social media to cry out what the wife, is doing to him. Let me see if I will pull up that. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know whose blog site I saw that. I think it's Sammy. Oh, I wish I can find it. So what I'm trying to say about that Sammy own, if you look at the wife is well dressed, looking good, well covered, but the guy is crying out right now, showing all the destruction the woman made in their home and telling people this is what I'm going through. I can't continue like this. That's why I'm coming out to air my opinion. So for the fact that you're dressing decently does not guarantee that you have good behavior, that you're a good person. You could be dressing that way, but your heart is very, very bitter. Your heart is full of evil. Okay, so let's not just be quick to judge people. Let us leave that judgment to God. Work on your own self. I'll work on my own self. Will I dress the way Korra dresses? Definitely not. Her life is different from my life. Likewise, her life is different from her sister's life. Korra's choices is entirely different from Nancy's choices. As we are growing, even twins, at some point they might look alike, but they will take different paths in life. So you don't expect this person to behave exactly like this person. For those judging Nancy, for those calling Nancy, it is wrong. I went for a graduation this weekend. I think it was on Saturday. It was a son of one of us here in the US that graduated from medical school. So they said he's a twin. I said, where is the twin now? Where is the brother? They said that one is still in medical school, so he'll be graduating next year. This one graduated this year, so he did not wait for the brother until they graduate together. So people will always take their part. For the fact that we are sisters, we are siblings, we are twins, that doesn't mean that is a must you do the same thing that I'm doing. It's not like that. People should let Nancy be. And as well, leave Korra alone. No matter no amount of mouth wagging or talking or whatever that will make Korra change. Korra has made a path for herself. And after listening to Nancy, you know what I said to myself? You know what? Let them just leave Korra to be. She's not going to change anytime soon. All right, let me read one or two other comments and we'll be rounding up today. It's been an interesting conversation. Joe said, Mommy, one thing about me, I hate pretense. I don't like you hiding your character from me. Show me who you are. Let me know the kind of person I'm dealing with. Exactly. Exactly. Let me know the kind of person I'm dealing with. Mommy, you see, church, just another place more, okay, worse than secular world. At least secular world are letting you see who they are, but the church, they will hide their character and pretend they are all saints. That is a fact. That is a fact. And also, Joe said that one thing about him, that he hates pretense because he wouldn't like you, hiding things, hiding your character. He would prefer you show him. It's been raining all day for us, so that's what prevented me from doing my barbecue. And that's why we are still all inside. Now it's even heavier than in the afternoon. Okay, Joe said one thing. Mommy, one of the reason I love Pastor Lazarus is because he says the things the way they are. He says the things the way they are, not hiding under the shadows of Christianity. Because if you don't teach the church the raw message, how it is, they don't learn it in the church. They will get it wrong. They will get the wrong motive outside. Okay. So you feel the guy is teaching the right thing. I think the guy is going above and beyond doing teaching, because people are getting education. They should teach themselves some certain things. Don't wait for your pastor to teach you on how you should be able to be a good woman in the bedroom. I that one is not going on well. And don't expect me to come up with a side chick vibe or a shower vibe before my husband will know that I am doing my best. Make gonna leave me. That one I don't agree. Tell said Korra is glowing now after her divorce. I'm so happy for her. Absolutely, she is glowing. All right. So Joe said again, Mommy, that's why it is good. It's not good to pretend. I believe no matter how any lady is, she will always get a speck of her own man, no matter what. How, no matter how you are, your spec will always be there. Even every man will not every man will love makeup. Definitely not every man. I love to wear makeup. For some reason, I came to America. I realized that makeup is not a must. You can go with your bare face, nobody gives 2 cents. You can go with your pajamas, nobody cares. You can go anyhow you want, nobody cares. Then I started relaxing, taking life on a very easy note. I'm no longer, hey, I'm going to the store. What am I going to wear? It's not like that here. You can just jump and then go however you want. Nobody is noticing you. Okay, that's just the truth. Okay, let me read more comments. Joanne said, the pastor is being truthful that is the way men think. Exactly. I know he's being truthful. That's the way they want you to be. Yeah, Holy Mary, when you are out there with people, but when you come to the bedroom, hey, yeah, be that side chick. Oga, how about you? You said not after 3 children, your body will scatter. Oga, how about you? How about you that you start growing stomach? If I tell you that I don't like it, will you work on it too? It's not always checking how my body looks and how my body is not looking. How about the organs themselves? A man you married and his stomach was straight when his body was this straight, his stomach was flat. Then after 3 children too, his belly is looking like this, and he's there telling you that you've added on so much weight. Oga, how about you? I remember when I got married, I was size 4. Mannequin size 4. I was size 4 for years. Even after my first child, I was still size 4. By the time I had my second baby, I became size 6, and that's how it's going. But I like my size right now. Nobody should tell me otherwise. I like the way I look. I like my weight. I like my size, and I'm not planning of anything to go reduce the weight. I love the way I am right now. Oh, by the end of, if a man loves you, accepts you the way you are, absolutely, absolutely. That's just it. It's not just how a woman's body, they're always focusing on a woman's body, on a woman. How about the men? What effort are they making to have flat belly? After all, when you marry the person must have had 6 packs or even at least flat stomach. But now the person is growing a pot belly, and you're telling me it's only me that is getting this weight. Nah, we they gain the weight together. So let's as well deal with it together. All right. So, guys, I've been talking for 1 hour, 33 minutes. It's been an amazing conversation. And the take home for today for us, let people be. After watching Nancy today, I say, you know what? Korra is not going to change anytime soon. She's going to do those things on her own terms whenever it pleases her. But right now, she's hustling for money, and hopefully she'll be able to make a big name for herself and then start thinking about what to do. There was a time I saw one outfit Beyonce wore. I was like, oh my goodness, my children should not see this because they love Beyonce. Okay. And I was like, okay, Beyonce, even at this stage, she still dresses like this. So They dress the way they want to be addressed because they're what? Artists. And let people live. Another thing I would say, Korra Obidi indeed has a beautiful body. She has a great skin because it's not easy for you not to have stretch marks after having children. Some people want child, yagata, stretch marks everywhere. But she got a great skin, she got a great body, and is working for her. She's an artist. Biko, Biko, Biko. I'm begging people to let her be. And also stop attacking Nancy. Nancy did not commit any offense for being Korra's sister. And again, for the fact that I don't like Korra doesn't mean that the sister shouldn't love her sister. No, they say blood is thicker than water. Understand that part of the English now. Blood is thicker than water. You might have water relationship with Korra, but Nancy has blood relationship with Korra. And for that reason, she's there to stand by her sister, defend her sister. She said, if so far her sister is not stealing, is not committing any crime, she is super proud of the woman she has become. Let them be. Let us stop this judgment. Honestly. Let us stop this judgment. Okay, that's the angle I'm looking at it. Let all of us stop this judgment. Sleep, don't they come? Esther, go and sleep. My battery is also telling me I'm going down. My battery just told me, gave me a sign I should plug. It's been amazing talking with you all. Please watch my videos. Share my videos, like my live stream, share my live stream, leave me your comments, give contribution. I might not come live tomorrow, but I might. If something interesting happen on social media, definitely I will bring it here in the evening, my evening time tomorrow. So watch out if I'm on. How do you know when I'm live? By turning on your notification, even on Facebook, turn notification on Facebook. So when I turn on my, when my channel is live or my page is live, you'll be able to get the notice. And if you're watching from YouTube, subscribe to the channel, put on your post notification bell so you receive all my notification when I go live. You never can tell another discussion we are going to come up with. So get ready with me by subscribing and also following me on Facebook. I've been talking for 1 hour, 36 minutes, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure talking with, chatting with you all today. So, what is our take home word? Today we are going to understand one thing. You can't be you and be me. You can only be you while I am Oyoyo. We can trade places. I can't force you to like what the things I like, and you can't force me to like the things I like. If I tell you that I can eat salad in the morning as breakfast, will you be able to do that? And it's not a one-time thing. I did it for whole 5 years. Every morning, one apple or one banana, depending on the fruit I have available, and 16 ounces of water. I did that for 5 years. If I tell you that was breakfast for me, one apple or one banana and 16 ounces of water, and by 11 a.m., I'm eating a vegetable salad. Will you be able to eat that as breakfast for consistently for 5 years? No. So your lifestyle should not be dictated to me for me to live. You have your life to live. I have mine. You have your race to run. I have mine. Just a little example of how life could be. You can let's assume you love amala, and I tell you that I don't know how to eat amala. Will you force me to eat it because you love it? Definitely no. That is how life is. When you chart a path for yourself, follow your cross, carry your cross with all dignity, with all grace, with all affection and love. Let me carry my cross. Let me run my race. Let me do it. When I told somebody that I eat one apple or one banana in the morning and 16 ounces of water for 5 years, they were like, "Are you serious?" It happened. So when you see me next time and say, "Why are you still slim?" I will tell you that's how I eat. But I'm not gonna force you to live my lifestyle. I'm not going to dictate to you how you live yours. Let's understand boundaries. And whereby you don't like the person, you stop following the person. If you don't like Korra, stop following the Korra. Don't make yourself Lord and mighty over people's affairs. Am I saying that I'm going to dress like Korra does? No. But am I going to force her to dress like me? Definitely not. She has charted her own course and she's following it. I've already charted my own path and I'm following it. Let God, who sees it all, the creator of the universe, let God be the judge. Don't assume the position of God, because the last time I checked, he did not make anybody assistant Jesus. Let your life reflect love, reflect peace, reflect affection, and also show that affection to others. All right, guys, I am so done talking today. Catch me if you can, maybe tomorrow, maybe next. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for joining me today. Let me go and take a stretch because I've been sitting in one position for this length of time, and also try and figure out what's for dinner. Okay, it's 5:25 p.m. That is next thing will be dinner. All right. Thank you immensely, all of you. Joe, Rose, Esther, all of you. Joy David, Temi, thank you, Joanne. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember all of you. Okay, Temi, Scholar, thank you. Yeah, Scholar, I love that name. All of you that joined me today, I hope I'm not omitting anybody. I hope I'm not omitting. Okay. Please, if I omit your name, is not intentional. Okay. Jesse, thank you for joining me today. All of you that came in today and all of you that contributed in the live section. Dockers, all of you. God bless you guys. Real good. Nike, Gold. Thank you guys immensely for joining me today. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow my page on Facebook. Turn on your both notifications so that whenever I go live, you'll be notified that I'm live. And let's have this conversation again next time there is an important discussion to have. I appreciate all of you, all of you, all of you, all of you. Until I see you guys in my next one. Happy Memorial Day, America, and also to our servicemen and those that died serving the country. We appreciate all your service. We appreciate you. And those standing in the front line right now, we appreciate all of you. To our fallen heroes in America, thank you for your service. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for saving the country. Thank you for, safeguarding our country. We appreciate you. And once again, happy Memorial Day to all our servicemen.